Hey everyone, so we're here to check out the Osuna tunnel and the effects of the recent storms on the drainage system. So, let's begin. So if you guys don't remember the basic layout of this tunnel, so the entrance is obviously way up there, and you walk down here for a little bit until you come to this turn. So if you guys are wondering, we don't usually give out location details, but this tunnel is in the Bear Canyon Arroyo, okay? But anyway, so you see this buildup? This is exactly what we were worried about. So for our area, the forecast has not been really I guess you could say favorable for exploration. I mean, if this water builds up enough, or it's raining hard enough, this water could be flowing at so many miles per hour to where it can drag debris and mangled explorer corpses down the tunnel. But anyway, I also would like to discuss a few announcements with you guys. Seems drier than usual up here. Well, this is maybe like a couple days after the storms, so it might have dried out a little bit, but there's still some buildup back there. But anyway, yeah, this is exactly what we were worried about. We were worried about buildup. See, there's the manhole, as usual. Then there's the grate up there. So the announcements I'd like to discuss with you guys include the new projects we're working on. So basically, we are working on producing our own zine, our very own zine, which is really exciting to me. So basically a zine, or I can't talk, guys. A zine is a mini magazine, okay? And if you want further information, a quick Google search will do you justice. But anyway, working on producing our own zine, and we were inspired by the zine Infiltration. So once those are finished, we'll release an update on our social media, and if you guys want to read a copy, you guys can email us. Our email is always in the description. So once our zine is done going through editing and whatnot, then you can actually get it in your mailbox by emailing us for, requesting a copy of it, and we'll send you an issue to your address. But anyway, so as I mentioned in our previous video, so we're planning to explore the Coronado Tunnel at the end of this month. So that's to make up for not basically fulfilling a promised upload. I think it was after I filmed Bear Canyon Tunnel Part 2 that I promised you guys that we'd explore Coronado Tunnel. Oh, there's the first manhole. So if you guys don't remember, it's about 3 manholes in the main tunnel right here, and then it gets really small, and that's the end of the tunnel, basically. See, there's a branch off. We'll explore that as a group since it's uncharted territory. Here's the manhole, way up there. Not really. Yeah, this tunnel just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. But yeah, I don't really think there's any buildup left. I mean, I'm visiting like a few days, not a few days, but a couple days after the storms. So I just came down here to scout out basically what the tunnel is, or basically what the drainage system is going to be like, so I can calculate the risks and assess the risk to reward ratio and all this, and where it factors in. But anyway. So anyway, as for the zine, So it'll be in black and white, and that's due to production costs. But the most value you'll get out of it is in the print, because we'll be releasing information on equipment and other things related to urban exploration. So first off, after the zine is finished, we're going to release it to our general area, because we're not too sure if the urbex scene has really taken off in our city, in our area. You see there's like a bunch of graffiti here, and I wouldn't say this is exploration, but if people are interested in doing exploration, actual urban exploration, we can instruct them how to do it properly and with what equipment. So yeah, back to our inspiration for doing a zine, Infiltration. So the author of that zine is already passed, and that was like way back in, I believe it was early 2000s. But yeah, he was doing urbex for I think it was close to 2 decades. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically he has a website that we'll link in the description if you guys want to go check out what he has to offer, or what he's left behind basically. But we've taken most of our, I guess you could say, knowledge from his works, such as Access All Areas, A User's Guide to the Art of Urban Exploration. From what I remember, I think that's what the title was. But yeah, he also has online versions of his zines and also various journals that can be found on his website if you guys want to go check that out. He also has an interesting piece that he did in our state called the Roswell Missile Silo, which I thought was a pretty interesting read. So you guys can go check that out. The online version is in full color, and there's also a section where you can order his book and also copies of his zines. So basically, in his works, he talks about the buildup of water and the risks associated with it. So this is basically a scouting mission. But we also learned about this from a website. No, it wasn't a website, but it was a section of a website, and it was called the Predator's Approach to Draining. So Predator is a member of the somewhat very well-known Urbex Group Cave Clan, which originated in Australia, and he basically outlined all the aspects of tunnel exploration in general. So if you guys are interested in exploration, we're always open to new members, and if you guys want to learn how to do it properly, we can give you exploration recommendations, etc. You guys might also have more experience than us, so you can shoot us exploration and equipment recommendations as well if you want to fire off in the comments. But we're also working on stickers, so basically what you'll get in your mailbox, depending on what you choose, could vary from our zine to stickers, or maybe you could get a combo of both. So we're working on doing that, maybe a little bit of merchandise. But so far we found a few new tunnel locations, and we found a new tunnel. I'm pretty sure it's Devil's Den. I'm not too sure about that. It hasn't been confirmed. But anyway, we're also looking for a tunnel called Hell's Gate. That's something we would love to do for a future video, because it's become so well known in our area, and we want to check that out. So if you guys have any locations you might want to recommend to us, go ahead and send those in. And remember that we can also give you shout outs if you want to send in photos or videos. And we could either feature it at the beginning of a video or just do a compilation. And we'll always credit your name with whatever you send in. So far, there's not too much buildup. But yeah, if the only reason we don't go exploring while it's raining, and why you shouldn't either, is due to the fact that if enough rain is pouring down hard, this could, it could go down the tunnel at, mile-per-hour speeds that can, basically drag you along with it. So this was basically a scouting mission. So I wasn't planning to film this when I was heading over here, but I thought of you guys, and I thought I'd update you on basically the status of the channel and anything else you might want to know. So if you guys are wondering, we're most active on Instagram because that's where we've gotten the most support. We're working on building a fan base with Facebook, but Instagram is where we've gotten the most support. We've met a lot of other explorers there, and so far we're over 100 followers strong there. And if you want to interact with us, that's the place to go. As with the other platforms, Reddit, we're currently working to meet the requirements to create a subreddit just for the channel, where you guys can send in Urbex horror stories or post discussions about equipment, locations, etc. So other than that, Twitter's and Google Plus is for announcements. And from what I know so far, we haven't gotten to work on basically making our own website, which is something that has come into consideration since it reaches a wider variety and a larger audience. And the pretty cool thing about our group name is that if you search it up in Google, you could search up the full group name, or you could search up the acronym we use for it, ABQT5, in Google. You can find us, which I thought was pretty cool. So we now show up on Google search engines if you want to find us and, basically interact with us. So as for the legal issues concerning this, so as a legal side note, if you want to explore, it may be illegal, but it's not immoral. So there's a difference between ethics and law. So just look at all the laws that basically restrict your freedom. So if you guys didn't know, the Urbex scene, or the Urbex community, has an activist aspect to it. So if you've noticed, especially you city dwellers like us, there's like a lot of prepackaged entertainment that's being circulated, and we as explorers should be free to create our own unique experiences instead of buying the prepackaged experience. And this is something that's talked a lot about, especially in Infiltration and its book, Access All Areas. So we have considered branching out to other forms of media. So only reason we've decided to basically form our own forms of media based off of inspiration from Infiltration is to basically carry on that work, because even in Access All Areas, he stated that this book isn't really like an all-knowing guide, that he hoped that guide would be built upon with more knowledge over the years. But we have considered it. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that was all the announcements. So if you guys want to learn more about urban exploration, there's various sites dedicated to it, of course. And oh yeah, I also wanted to talk about an article I came across. So basically it states that Urbex is linked to terrorism or helping terrorists achieve their goals. So that could be another benefit of not revealing locations, because the article, which I'll link down below, states that basically if you post photos or media of your exploration online, it could help terrorists, etc., etc. But if that's the case, then we should also ban Google Maps and make that illegal. So, basically, freedom of movement shouldn't be restricted by some guy in a suit. So as long as you understand the risks of exploration and know how to properly execute it, then you can go on ahead. But basically, there's a certain set of rules that we follow. So this wasn't really an exploration, this was a scouting mission per se. So we don't really explore alone, and we always bring protection. But you see, we have explored alone in previous explorations, etc. But that's due to us having knowledge of the area. But if you're going someplace new or you don't know what to expect, then please bring someone along with you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was all the announcements. I just wanted to do this video for you guys to basically discuss some things and make you guys aware of new stuff that's happening on the channel. So the Urbex horror stories seem to have a pretty good and positive reception. So we'll be doing more of those, of course. We'll continue that series. So I might do another narration next weekend. And if you guys weren't aware, I also started a side project based off of that concept called Envision. So the link is down below. So I might have uploaded something there. If not, then it's just that I haven't had the time. But expect some videos there in, I guess you could say, the next few days or weeks. But yeah, I think that's all the announcements for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and basically gaining more information about what we do, how we do it, and advice on exploration that we could give to you guys. So as for our future ambitions, we're planning to maybe invest in some drones or branch out from Albuquerque to explore locations around the world. Obviously, that's not going to come quick, but we're also planning to branch out to other forms of urbex, such as abandoned buildings, as we've stated earlier. So basically my flashlight died, and I had to replace the batteries real quick. So that's another thing too with equipment. Always bring extra equipment. So hope you guys enjoyed this little scouting mission that I did. But as of now, I'm going to exit this tunnel and go back to my humble abode and start on a few projects. Maybe start the narrations for Envision, and we'll hopefully have that out if videos aren't already uploaded there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little scouting mission that I decided to film, and I hope you guys gained some information from this. So as of now, we'll see you all in the next video, and remember to spread the word around about our new projects. Thank you for watching.